Hello there. Welcome to Business Law BSAD 230 at Crowder College. My name is Larry Nichols. I'm going to be your instructor. Welcome to the course. I'm glad that you're here. I hope that you're enthused about learning something about business law, but even if you're not, you're just taking this class because you have to, welcome as well. I'm glad to have you. I hope that you will find it interesting, at least a little bit, or at least maybe not as painful as you might have thought it would be. My goal is to make this a practical course, not just a bunch of stuff that you have to memorize that you can forget later. If you have a career in the world of business somehow, some way, I intend to give you some stuff that you'll find useful. Certainly won't make you an attorney. That's not my goal. But I am trying to make you be able to intelligently discuss the issues that you will run into in the business world. If you're running a business, you can have an intelligent conversation with an attorney about the issues that you're facing. You'll understand what he's trying to tell you. You'll understand where the minefields are to avoid. Maybe you won't have to call your attorney as much. So certainly that's my goal, is to make this a very practical course for you, something that you can take the things that you learn with you well after the course is over that'll be useful to you. So certainly that's my goal. And I try to make it as interesting as possible. I will warn you not to be intimidated. Some people find legal terminology just to be scary. As soon as they read some term in Latin, they kind of freeze up, freak out a little bit. Please don't do that. We're going to be looking at some material. It is hard to understand, to be frank with you. I do my best to make it as understandable as possible. I give you some cases to read, some real court cases for the discussion board that frankly are kind of hard to understand. At least one of them I choose because it is hard to understand, just kind of prove the point of how complicated the law can be. I don't expect you to be a legal scholar. I do expect you to try to understand what's going on, give it your best shot, and that's really all I expect, is for you to understand the lectures, the reading in the book, and then try to apply it the best that you can. So as long as you try, give it a good shot, you'll probably be okay. If you have any questions, please ask me, but please don't be intimidated by the material. It is, we're going to cover quite a bit, and it can be complicated at times, but don't let that get you down, because I think we can get through this together. So let me tell you a little bit about myself before we get started with the course. I am an attorney. I'm licensed in Missouri and Arkansas. My origins are in Vernon County. I grew up in northeast Vernon County on a farm. Went to college at Missouri Southern, and ended up going to law school at the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville. After graduating from there and passing the bar, I practiced both in Arkansas and in Missouri for about 5 years or so. Worked mainly on tort cases, which if you don't know what that is, you'll understand it when we get through week 4 or something like that. But I represented plaintiffs in traffic accidents and that kind of thing, medical malpractice, doing those sorts of issues. And did that for a few years, ended up making a career change, went into education, and now I work for Missouri State University in a full-time capacity. I help manage our programs on the Crowder College campuses. You may have heard of some of those, where you can finish your bachelor's degree there on the Crowder campus without leaving and get a degree from Missouri State right there on the Crowder campus. So I spend a lot of time managing those, but I also teach, and I really enjoy that tremendously. So I've been fortunate enough to teach for Crowder College for quite a few years now. And so I definitely enjoy getting to interact with students, help you learn some things that'll make maybe your professional lives a little bit easier down the road. So I've been doing that for a number of years now. Because I'm not a regular full-time faculty at Crowder, I don't have set office hours as such, but I am available. I have an office in McDonald 239 on the Neosho campus. I also have a Missouri State office in Joplin around 7th and Illinois. But I'm accessible by email all the time. All that information is in my staff information part of the Blackboard site, so I certainly encourage you to get a hold of me if there's anything that we need to talk about. If there's something I can help you understand a little bit better, if you have questions, anything like that, certainly I am available. So please do get a hold of me that way. I'll tell you a little bit about my personal life, just so we can kind of get to know each other a little bit. I live in Joplin, near the Missouri Southern campus, actually, the northeast part of town, a quiet little neighborhood. But we also own a farm. My wife Amy and I have a farm up in Barton County. She actually is a full-time farmer. works with her family up there, farming about 1,000 acres of grain crops and that sort of thing up in Barton County. And I'm up there as much as I can helping out. We enjoy traveling around. We collect rocks and minerals. Joplin has a rich mining heritage, and so we have a large collection of Joplin area rocks and minerals and things like that. I collect old books. We're pretty boring people, to be frank with you. No kids. We have 3 pet birds. 2 of them were rescues, and so I guess I'm just a sucker for wounded animals, basically. But pretty much not too exciting. I spend a lot of time when I'm not working tending to classes like this one, so it doesn't leave a whole lot of free time, but I certainly enjoy what I do. And I'll enjoy getting to know you, hopefully this semester, on the discussion board via email and things like that. So certainly, again, welcome to the class. It is an online course. I don't know if you're familiar with them or not, if you've had them before or not, but my goal is to make this online course as useful, as enriching as a real in-person, face-to-face class would be. And if you have any concerns about anything, if you need some clarifications on the material, anything like that, I certainly encourage you to get a hold of me. That's what I'm here for, is to help you out and help you get through this. So we're all in this together. So with that said, I hope you have a great semester. I'm glad that you're in the class. Go ahead and get started. Look in the course information for the syllabus and assignments in the week 1 folder. You'll see what you need to get working on this week. And so if you have any questions at all, please get a hold of me. I look forward to getting to know you as the course goes on. And again, welcome.